What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando, Florida for Tuesday, June 5th, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Tom Cruise explains how he performed a death-defying Halo jump stunt in a new behind-the-scenes video for Mission Impossible's Fallout. The clip released Sunday details the extensive planning and training Cruise had to go through in order to perform the stunt safely for the upcoming spy thriller. The stunt involved Cruise and the rest of the Fallout production crew inhaling oxygen for 20 minutes on the ground before jumping out of a plane at 25,000 feet. The actor then acts out the scene while falling at 200 miles per hour. Halo is an abbreviation for the term high altitude low opening. The actor was required to wear a special helmet for the task that doubled as a life-saving device and to rehearse the scene beforehand using one of the world's largest wind tunnels. Stunt coordinator Wade Eastwood said in the video, "The audience can tell when something's being cheated, so it's important to do it all for real." Cruise says, "I can't wait for the audience to see this." Mission Impossible Fallout from director Christopher McQuarrie is set to arrive in theaters on July 27th. The latest trailer for the film featured co-star Henry Cavill being assigned to follow Cruise's Ethan Hunt with orders to hunt down and kill him should he step out of line following the events of 2015's Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Simon Pegg, Ving Rhames, Rebecca Ferguson, Alec Baldwin, Angela Bassett, and Michelle Monaghan. Viola Davis, Michelle Rodriguez, Elizabeth Debicki, and Cynthia Erivo enter into a life of crime in the first trailer for the upcoming thriller Widows. The clip released Monday features Liam Neeson as Davis's husband, who, along with fellow spouses played by John Berthenow and others, are killed during a robbery. The women, now left alone with families to take care of, devise a criminal plan in order to pay back the money their husbands owed to a group of dangerous individuals. Davis says, while meeting with her fellow widows, "No one thinks we have the balls to pull this off." Rodriguez says, "If this whole thing goes wrong, I want my kids to know that I didn't just sit there and take it. I did something." Widows from Academy Award-winning director Steve McQueen is set to arrive in theaters on December 6th. Colin Farrell, Luke Halls, Robert Duvall, Carrie Coon, Andre Holland, and Daniel Kaluuya also star in the movie. Emilia Clarke posted on Instagram her reunion with former Game of Thrones co-star Jason Momoa and their attempt to recreate the famous lift scene from 1987's film Dirty Dancing. Clarke is seen in the photos posted Sunday being held by a smiling Momoa as he sits on the replica of the Iron Throne from Game of Thrones. The actress says, "FYI, this is the closest you'll ever get to me attempting that lift from Dirty Dancing. Yes, my man is sitting. Yes, there's no lake. And yes, I have no idea I'm not being raised above his head." She continued, "I'd like to take a moment to thank alcohol for giving me courage to attempt this ever. Hashtag Game of Thrones, hashtag Pride of Gypsies." Clarke, who portrays Daenerys Targaryen on Game of Thrones, appeared alongside Momoa's Khal Drogo in season 1 of the HBO series. The pair last reunited in November while spending time together in London. Game of Thrones will return for an 8th and final season in 2019. Clarke and her co-star Kit Harington recently commented on performing their love scenes on the fantasy drama, calling it unnatural. Clint Eastwood began shooting his movie The Mule Monday, Warner Bros. Pictures announced. Eastwood also co-stars in the drama with his daughter Allison and Bradley Cooper, who has starred in his 2015 blockbuster American Sniper. This is the first time Eastwood is acting and directing in a movie since 2009's Gran Torino. The ensemble of The Mule includes Lawrence Fishburne, Michael Pena, Diane Weiss, Taja Permit, and Ignacio Ciricio. The synopsis reads, Eastwood stars as Earl Stone, a man in his 80s who is broke, alone, and facing foreclosure of his business when he's offered a job that simply requires him to drive. Easy enough, but unbeknownst to Earl, he just signed on as a drug courier for a Mexican cartel. He does well, in fact, that his cargo increases exponentially, and Earl is assigned as a handler. But he isn't the only one keeping tabs on Earl. The mysterious new drug mule has also hit the radar of hard-charging DEA agent Colin Bates. And even as his money problems become a thing of the past, Earl's past mistakes start to weigh heavily on him, and it's uncertain if he'll have time to right those wrongs before law enforcement or the cartel's enforcers catch up with him. The Mule is being filmed primarily in Georgia and New Mexico. Eastwood's other movies include Unforgiven, $1 Million Baby, Mystic River, Letters from Iwo Jima, Every Which Way But Loose, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Dirty Harry, and Two Mules for Sister Sarah. Dean Winters, Devery Jacobs, and Catherine Kim joined the ensemble for Season 2 of the Starz series American Gods Network announced Monday. They will play the characters of Mr. Town, Sam Black Crow, and New Media, respectively. The modern mythic show is to return in 2019 with 8 fresh episodes. The cable network said in a news release, a strong believer in progress, Mr. Town is tasked by Mr. World to find out what Shadow knows about Mr. Wednesday's plan. His brutal efficiency and technique just may get him the answers to his curious questions. The synopsis continues by saying Sam, a college student, is spiritually cynical for someone who claims to believe in so much. She lives life with fierce confidence and openness, selling the chainsaw art she carves by the roadside for extra money. New Media is the goddess of global content, and in this age, a cyberspace chameleon who is also a master of manipulation. Season 1 star Crispin Glover, Ricky Whittle, and Ian McShane will return in their roles of Mr. World, Shadow, and Mr. Wednesday. Whittle offered a warm welcome to his new castmates on Twitter. He tweeted, "Massive welcome to our #New Media at Catherine Kim 257. Eagle eyes out there would have clocked her out with the God Squad already. So much fun and already part of the fam. Excited for you to see the awesome work she's doing and season we have ahead. #American Gods, #Season 2. Alicia Silverstone will revive her look from the iconic 1995 movie Clueless as she competes in an upcoming episode of Lip Sync Battle. Paramount Network shared a mid-season trailer for the series Monday on YouTube. The 70-second clip shows Silverstone carrying shopping bags while wearing a yellow and black plaid mini-skirt suit and pretending to sing Fancy by Iggy Azalea. New episodes of Lip Sync Battle has been on hiatus since late March, are to begin airing June 14th. Other celebrity contestants featured in the schedule include Shania Twain, Nicole Scherzinger, Mina Cervani, Derek Huff, Ben Higgins, Rachel Lindsay, Ramona Singer, Dion Cole, Melissa Gorga, and Karrueche Tran. Chrissy Teigen and LL Cool J are the show's hosts, and it's now in its 4th season. Kailyn Lowry regrets how she handled her relationship with an ex-girlfriend. The 26-year-old television personality reflected in a statement Sunday to Us Weekly following Dominique Potter's debut on Teen Mom 2 last week. Lowry explains, there was a lot of things I've been regretting lately. For one, I feel bad about the way I went about the situation with Dom. She's so sweet, but I really just didn't know how to handle it at all. She says, I didn't want it on TV, and I guess I really didn't value how seriously she took us. So in turn, she feels embarrassed and betrayed, and that's my fault. The May 28th episode followed Lowry and Potter as they drove to support Joe Rivera's family at a benefit. Lowry was left at a loss after she received a text asking if Potter was her girlfriend. She told Potter, I don't know how to answer that. How do I answer that? Lowry addressed her reaction and relationship with Potter in a tweet Saturday. The star wrote, Dom and I dating. I was trying to deny her, and we had fun while it lasted, but things didn't work out. I've learned a lot over the years, and I want to keep things private and off the show, but I don't think I really handled it properly. Lowry was linked to Potter in the fall and clarified last week that she's presently single. She is parents of 3 sons, 8-year-old son Isaac with Rivera, 4-year-old Lincoln with Javi Marroquin, and 9-month-old Lux with Chris Lopez. Friends and former co-stars Sarah Michelle Gellar and Selma Blair reunited Friday at a Pink concert. Gellar and Blair, who played Catherine Muriel and Cecily Cadwell in the 1999 movie Cruel Intentions, attended Pink's show at the Forum in Inglewood, California. Gellar shared a photo Saturday on Instagram of herself and Blair at the concert. The actors both wore black outfits to the concert. Gellar captioned the picture, about last night at Selma Blair was the best date ever to go see at Pink. #Beautiful Trauma Tour. Blair posted the same snapshot on her own account. She wrote, we had big smiles because we were together at Pink's concert and loved every minute. It was the most incredible show I've ever been to, and my heart is still open by what this incredible woman and performer does on stage and in her life. We love you, Pink. Cruel Intentions starred Gellar, Blair, Reese Witherspoon, and Ryan Phillippe. Gellar told HuffPost Entertainment in 2014 that the movie was one of her 2 best film experiences. She said that we just knew we were making something that was so different, and we were all so passionate and excited, and we were all friends. She added, the fact that fans still quote lines from that, to me, is just amazing. I'm extremely proud of that movie. Victoria Beckham and her daughter skipped to school in a cute new video. The 44-year-old designer and former Spice Girls singer shared a clip of herself with Harper, her 6-year-old daughter, with husband David Beckham Monday on Instagram. The video showed Victoria and Harper holding hands as they made their way to Harper's school. The mom of 4 wears a black sweatshirt and leggings, while Harper sports her school uniform. The Victoria captioned the post, skipping to school with mommy and kisses from Harper, 7. Victoria followed up with the photo of Harper wearing a paper mask on David's face. She wrote, look what we found walking to school today at David Beckham, adding several tears of laughter of emojis. Victoria and David are the parents to Harper and 3 sons, 19-year-old Brooklyn, 15-year-old Romeo, and 13-year-old Cruz. David said in May that Harper is the only one of his children who still plays soccer. The 43-year-old retired soccer star said on the Graham Norton show, she's the only one left, and she started playing every Sunday, and she loves it. The boys don't play anymore, and it's heartbreaking. He added, they have a talent, but obviously none of them play anymore, so it's down to Harper. John Mayer covered Diana Ross' It's My House on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live in celebration of host Andy Cohen's 50th birthday. Mayer stopped by the talk show Sunday to celebrate with other close friends of Cohen's and a special happy birthday phone call from Dolly Parton. Cohen is a big fan of Ross, and It's My House is one of his favorite songs by the singer. Mayer said after performing an acoustic version of the track, I have done nothing but learn that song in the last 48 hours. I have ate and slept on It's My House, and now I'm a fan of that song. Mayer also wished Cohen a happy birthday on Instagram alongside a photo of the pair together. The musician said, happy 50th birthday at Bravo Andy. It's been about 30 minutes since I started writing this caption. Congratulations, I have no words. You've done it. Can't find them right now. They're all scattered in a flurry of love and memories. Oh, here they come. In conclusion, I love you, and you're such a special person that I'm sure you are known throughout the universe. See you tonight. Mayer last released a comedic music video for his latest single, New Light. And speaking of Dolly Parton announced that there's a Netflix of a show ordered 8 episodes of an anthology series starring her and being executive by Dolly Parton. Each episode, as of yet untitled show, will be based on one of Parton's country classics. No debut date for the series has been set. The 72-year-old Tennessee native said in a statement, as a songwriter, I've always enjoyed telling stories through my music. I'm thrilled to be bringing some of my favorite songs to life with Netflix. We hope our show will inspire and entertain families and folks of all generations. And I want to thank the good folks at Netflix and Warner Bros. TV for their incredible support. Netflix is also the home of the comedy Grace and Frankie, which co-stars Parton's 9 to 5 castmates Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. Taylor Swift celebrated LGBT Pride Month on stage with a speech about acceptance and inclusion during a Reputation Stadium Tour concert at Soldier Field in Chicago. The pop star gave the speech Saturday night in front of a packed crowd before launching into her Reputation single, Delicate. Swift said, it is very brave to be vulnerable and about your feelings in any situation, but it's even more brave to be honest about your feelings and who you love when you know that it might be met with adversity from society. She continued, this month and every month, I want to send my love and respect to everyone who has been brave enough to be honest and about how they feel, to live their lives as they are, as they feel they should be, as they identify. She also said, this is a month where I think we need to celebrate how far we've come, but I also think we need to acknowledge how far we have left to go. I want to send my love and respect to everyone who hasn't felt comfortable enough to come out yet, and may you do that on your own time, and may we end up in a world where everyone can live and love equally. Swift's Reputation Tour has reached the top of the Billboard Hot Tours chart, having earned $54 million from its first 5 venues. The tour kicked off in May at the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, and will wrap up on October 6th in Arlington, Texas. The tour has sold almost 398,000 tickets so far. Stops at Philadelphia, Cleveland, Toronto, Atlanta, Miami, and other are still planning the 6 months tour. Swift has surprised fans during her concerts by bringing some special guests on stage, including Selena Gomez, who joined her at the Rose Bowl to perform a duet of her 2015 single, Hands to Myself. And let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1956, Elvis rocks the Milton Berle Show. By the end of 1955, Elvis Presley had nearly 18 months of nonstop touring behind him and 24 singles already under his belt, though his only hits were on the country and western charts. He was a hard-working and hard-to-categorize up-and-comer, but the next 6 months would make him a superstar. It was his debut single on Arce Victor, his new label, which propelled Elvis to the top of the pop charts. But if Heartbreak Hotel is what made him the king of the radio and record stores during the spring of 1956, it was television that truly made him the king of rock and roll. And if any one moment might call his coronation, it might be his appearance on the Milton Berle Show on this date in 1956, when he set his guitar aside and put every part of his being into a blistering, scandalous performance of Hound Dog. This was not Presley's first television appearance, not even his first appearance on Milton Berle. Between January and March 1956, Elvis made 6 appearances on Tommy and Jimmy Dorsey's stage show, and on April 3rd, he appeared for the first time with Uncle Milty. But every one of those appearances featured Elvis either in a close-up singing a slow ballad or full body, but with his movements somewhat restricted by the acoustic guitar he was playing. It was on his second Milton Berle Show appearance that he put the guitar aside and America witnessed for the first time the 21-year-old Elvis Presley from head to toe gyrating his soon-to-be famous or infamous pelvis. Reactions to Elvis' performance in the mainstream media was almost uniformly negative. Critic Jack Gold in the next day's New York Times wrote, Mr. Presley has no discernible singing ability. For the ear, he is an unutterable bore. His one specialty is the accented movement of the body that heretofore has been primarily identified with the repertoire of the blonde bombshells of the burlesque runway. The gyration never had anything to do with the world of pop music and still doesn't. In the New York Daily News, Ben Gross describes Presley's performance as a tingle with the kind of animalism that should be confined to dives and bordellos. While the New York Journal's American's Jack O'Brien said that Elvis makes up for vocal shortcomings with the weirdest and plainly suggested animation short of an Aborigines mating dance. Meanwhile, the Catholic Weekly America got right to the point where it headlined, Beware of Elvis Presley. And as your entertainment report for Tuesday, June 5th, 2018, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's R-A-Y Melo, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.